Lakers fans?
What up, Lakers fam?
Laker fans!
Let's go, Lakers!
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Let's go!
We ballin'. But it's purple, hard as go, baby.
LA, I got us. Who with me? Let's roll.
Oh yeah, you already know.
You know what they yell when they see me?
Hurling go! Hurling go!
This is Diane's on my way to the
Slam dunk.
Gonna hate her like who won?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Champions of the spot. Watch how they watch us. Meet me at the top.
LA, baby.
Nah, we ain't gon' stop. LA be like, Lakers fans like, LA be like.
It's all purple and gold, baby. It's all purple and gold.
What it do? What it do? What it do, Lakers crew? How you guys doing tonight? Welcome to Lakers Over Everything. This is your live post-game show. Yes, your live post-game show. The Lakers just wrapped up a dandy against the Golden State Warriors. Unfortunately, we fell short. Lakers lose 115-117 against one of the better teams in the NBA. Very disappointing loss because we had it right there for the W. But we fell short. We're going to talk all about it. We're going to break it down. I want to hear what you guys got to say. And, man, this is a tough one. Tough loss. But, again, welcome, Lakers Over Everything, LOE fam. So glad to see all of you. Purple and gold till we die. Purple and gold, we ride. Although it looks like our season's kind of dying. But it's still purple and gold, baby. Purple and gold, we ride. I bleed purple. My heart beats gold. It's Lakers Over Everything. Let's dive right in, man. So, Lakers fall once again. Golden State Warriors, 117-115. Games up in the Bay, up in San Francisco. Boy. Woo! It was a great game. The Lakers found themselves down by 15 points at one point in the game. After keeping it close, most of that first half, Golden State did get up by 15. The Lakers fought back. The effort was there tonight. That is a fact. They fought back and, kept the game close. We got a lead in the fourth quarter. The first time since the lead was, 7-5. We got a lead in the fourth quarter. And we came up short. The story of the game, Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson got hot in the fourth quarter. I think he scored like 16 or 18 points in the fourth quarter. And that was enough to get the victory. So we found ourselves down by 3, right? 117-114 with seconds left in the game. And LeBron hits the game time. He shoots the game tying 3. He misses it, but he gets fouled in the process. 3 free throws. He goes to the free throw line. 3 free throws. And what happens? Of course, he misses the first free throw. He could have tied the game at the line. Oh, boy, with seconds left, this game could have went into overtime. LeBron down by 3, 117-114 at the charity strike for 3 free throws. He misses the first one. And that's a wrap, He misses the first one, makes the second one, and then of course he has to miss the last one on purpose because at this point there's only 2.4 seconds left in the game. So he has to miss the third free throw on purpose, to try to get the rebound and try to throw up a desperation shot. Of course, we miss it, barely gets a shot off, misses it, and game over. And the Lakers suffered yet another loss. That is our 31st loss of the season. So now our record sits at 26-31. 5 games under 500 now. 5 games under 500. Boy. After coming off that tough loss, the most embarrassing loss of the year to Portland, the trade deadline comes. We don't make any moves. So this is what we're rocking with. We're rocking with Russ. We're rocking with LeBron, AD, Monk, Reeves, Stanley Johnson, Melo, Bradley. This is our squad. This is what we're rocking with. And Abdul Hamid, he put the choke James strikes again. Man, it's bad, man. This is what's separating. And it's been little stuff like this all year long. Little things like this, why we lost games that we should have won. And now against a great team, you can't do it. You can't do it. You can't miss. The game was given to us. It was right there. It was given to us. You get fouled on the 3. 2 seconds left. You get fouled shooting the 3. So you go to the charity strike. All you got, make 3 free throws. Make 3 free throws. The game is tied. We go into overtime. And who knows? Who knows? We go into overtime. Who knows what happens? I know Clay got hot in that fourth quarter. Killed us in that fourth quarter. But hey, get the game to overtime, and then let's see what we can do. But yes. Unfortunately, LaChoke James has struck again. Very tough. It was a great game though, so you have to be happy with the effort. But at this point, effort doesn't really. It's not going. We need wins. We need wins. We cannot drop games like this. You play a great game. You're playing against arguably the best team in the NBA, and you showed up tonight. You showed up for 4 quarters. You showed well. It was it got a little rocky there in the second quarter, but you cut that down at halftime. You came out third quarter, played well. Came out fourth quarter. You looked like you was gonna seal this thing. You was gonna seal the deal. Oh, boy, we go into the fourth quarter down by 2 points, and we're right there. We're battling all quarter long. This is Lakers basketball. This is basketball we all been waiting to see. And then we get to the end, missed free throws, game over. Tough loss. Again, the effort was there, but we need more than effort. We need wins. We're sitting in the 9th seed. Now we're 5 games under 500. We cannot drop games like this. We cannot. Because we've dropped so many against bad teams early in the year. Now we got to win, We can't. It doesn't matter who's in front of us. We have to win these games. Golden State, Phoenix, it doesn't matter. We got to win these games, and we drop it tonight. And, man, that's very discouraging. Very discouraging. But let's hope we can take this and build from this. Albeit a loss, there's no such, they say there's no such things as a good loss, right? But the effort and things that we've done tonight, let's hope we can bottle this up and it'll create a spark. It'll be a jump start for us. Man, I was ready to get on here and celebrate, but tough. Oh man, I'm trying. Abdul, don't lose hope, man. AD needed to put in that work, bro. They got to find ways to involve him more. Right? AD only 16 points. I think he only had like 2 points. I think something like that in the fourth quarter. Absolutely horrible. Again, you go back to the Milwaukee game. AD comes out 6 or 7 in the third quarter, and he doesn't score 0 points. He doesn't take a shot in the fourth quarter. Actually, I mean. You got to, Abdul said it right there. You got to get AD the ball. You got to involve him, man. Especially against a Golden State team. We got that. It's a mismatch. They don't have anyone. Draymond is out. They don't have anyone to stop or slow down AD. Get him the ball, man. No reason why AD should have had 35 points tonight. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. He only has 16 points, like only 2 points in the fourth quarter. Atrocious, man. I don't get it. Brown was supposed to be clutch. Shaking my head, 3 free throws. Right, man. Normally, all hail to the king, but this one is on LeBron, man. The game was there. You got to close that thing out. Bron did pass the all-time scoring record tonight. We'll talk about it in a second. It's tough, man. I can't even back Bron on this one. It's on him. Golden State small, bro. He can punish them. Right. And no Draymond Green. We all know Draymond Green is AD's kryptonite, right? He owns AD. But Draymond is out. This is the night you go off, man. You already got abused by Giannis. Giannis already dropped 44 on you not too long ago. AD came back, and we all was excited. Oh, this is the AD, baby. AD is back. He's balling. He goes to Philly. Outplays MVP Joel Embiid. This is AD. He's coming in averaging like 30 points, 17 boards. This is AD. He's back, baby. He's back. Plays Milwaukee. The ultimate test. Giannis drops 44 on him. He only scores 22. First game earlier in the season, Giannis dropped 49 or 47 on him. So real bad, bro. And here we are. You got a chance to redeem yourself. Golden State Warriors, arguably the best team in the NBA, NBA champion favorites, and you only score 16 points, bro. Like, what's up with how? How is that possible? 16 points. No Draymond, 16. That irritates me. You got to give him the ball, but you got to demand the ball, man. Get mad. Go to the sideline. Give me the ball. Get mad. Demand that ball. Bro. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. It's man, I'm woo-wee. Oh, bro. I wanted this game so bad. I thought this was it. This is going to be the jump, and it still can be. We're not going to get discouraged because they played great. This is what we wanted to see, and it's against Golden State. This wasn't Portland. This wasn't the Timberwolves or the Hornets or the Knicks or something. This was Golden State. So, no one had us winning this game, right? But Frank Vogel said all the right things. We didn't make a move. This is the team we believe in. Everyone feels refreshed. We had a great practice. So now, come on, let's come out and let's follow it up, man. You've been sitting there. Everybody's talking about us, how trash we are with a joke, right? Joke, ha, 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 ha. This guy don't fit, that guy don't fit. All that may be true, but at the end of the day, you can turn all that around, man. We got games left. We're not in March. We got games left. We have games left. We can turn this thing around. And I would have loved to see it tonight. So it's an encouraging loss, right? It's not the result we wanted to see, but it is an encouraging loss because we can take this, we can build upon it. And again, it was against Golden State. And of course, they're without Draymond, so they're not full strength. But man, it's tough, guys. It's tough. Let's see what else we got. Might need to get rid of AD. He doesn't look right since he's been with the Lakers. Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. You go back to 2020, he was great. He was MVP, right? And then, injury, he returned and he was balling. Since his return, he was balling, until he hit Milwaukee. He was averaging 30 and 17. And then Milwaukee comes to town. He that dominance is gone. And then it carries over to tonight. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is. But if he balled tonight, we get a W. We walk out there with a W easy. If AD dominated, we walk out there with a W. And that's been the hope. That's been our hope. If AD is bubble AD, we had a chance. And we didn't get it tonight. So they got to get that right. They got to straighten that out, man. I don't know what they deal with. I don't know what the deal with that is. It wasn't Russ tonight. Russ wasn't bad tonight. 19 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He wasn't bad at all tonight. He was attacking the basket. One thing I did like what Russ was doing tonight was playing in the post. I absolutely love it. Russ in the post. I love that, because, when they switch, he gets a little mismatch. Man, that they got something there. All three of them were playing in the post. LeBron, Russ, and AD. And that was something that worked out tonight to our benefit. I wish we would have did a lot more, especially down the stretch. So that's something to build on, A lot of good things to take away from this game. That's something to build on. So let's see how we respond. Sorry, guys. Let me get back to your comments. They had Otto Porter Jr. guarding him in the fourth. This dude, man, right, bro? It's ridiculous. They didn't have an answer to him. If he would have demanded the ball and just went after it, they didn't have an answer for him. Period. Point blank. I'm gonna turn on Vogel's press conference for you guys. 1 second. Vogel's at the mic now. Listen up, guys. Frank Vogel.
Are lucky to have him in a Laker uniform, and I still believe that he's going to lead us to great things this year, and it's just awesome to see him hit another milestone like that.
And then second one, in the fourth, he was just 1 for 10. Obviously, missed that late free throw. What did you see from him? I know some of those misses were uncharacteristic.
We got fouled on a couple of them. Very disappointed in that aspect of it. But good looks, it just didn't go. You know what I mean? Just one of those nights down the stretch where, we just had one or two more plays go our way, and we're talking about a big win.
Lakers are back in action on Wednesday night versus the Utah Jazz. Tip-off.
All right, guys, that was Frank Vogel. Sorry, you caught the end of it. 1 second, guys. That was Vogel, the end of the press conference. Sorry, I got on here rambling. I should have turned it up for you guys earlier. But yeah, just horrible. You know, we didn't play a good fourth quarter. It was especially LeBron. I think he said he was 1 of 10 in the fourth quarter. I mean, obviously he missed those free throws. Um, so tough, man, tough. He had 24 points tonight. He was on. You know, he got his back, hit it, and I was expecting him to put on that cape in the fourth quarter. He had that look in his eyes from the jump, and played very, very well. Um, Fourth quarter though, it just didn't go his way, and that's why we needed AD to really dominate. You know, LeBron wasn't. You know, he ran against myself and AC LA Sports Live. We had this conversation about LeBron. We was talking about LeBron could play till he's 40. He runs out of gas, and you know, we both said that's why AD and Russ is supposed to be here. They're supposed to be here to prolong his career and help him out. And a night like this, AD, it was a perfect night for AD to take over in that fourth quarter. LeBron got us there. AD, you take over and, you know, come out with a W, but it didn't happen that way. Warriors own the poverty Lakers. Hey, calm that down. But I'm a shout out to you. I see that black and yellow badge there on the icon. I'm a, you know, Steelers baby, Steelers for life. Check me out, Steelers over everything. That's my Steelers channel. Quick plug in there. But yeah, so I'll let that one slide tonight since I see that black and yellow in there. Lakers are going to miss the playoffs. I don't know. We'll get in there, bro. We'll get in there. We'll get in there. We'll see. What else we got? Lakers have the hardest remaining schedule in the league. Yeah, we do. They do. But there's some games in there that we can win as well. We're only what 4.5. Well, coming in tonight, we were 4.5 games out of the 6th seed. 6th seed, of course, that's the target. That's where 6th seed, you miss the play-in tournament. So we're came in 4.5 games out of that, but we lost tonight. So we'll see how things shape out over the rest of the weekend. But yeah, the schedule is tough. We dropped a lot of games, you know, at least a dozen games we dropped that we should have won against bad teams. And you win those games, you know, you win 10 more games, 10 of those games that you should have won against bad teams, those OKC games and Sacramento Kings games like that. You win 10 of those, it's an entirely different story. We're sitting up there, way up there at the 4th seed right now. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we do have a bad schedule, but we got to win. We got to do what we got to do. We got to win. What up, Tupac Biggie? Glad to see you. When is the Lakers going to get a true point guard that can penetrate the defense and get the ball to AD or finish at the rim? There's some rumors going around. So Lakers have their interest is Gordon Dragic. Obviously he was traded to the Spurs, and it broke before tonight's game that the Lakers are interested in him. So there's a true point guard for you, Gordon Dragic. The Lakers, the Spurs and him, they're expected to work out a buyout, buy him out. And the Lakers are interested, but unfortunately, there's a few other teams that are interested as well. And the buyout market is the only place we can look to get a point guard in here. Obviously, we didn't make any trades at the deadline, so it has to be in the buyout market. It's just for guys like that with Dragic, there's a few contenders that's looking for him. The issue with the buyout market is normally buyout candidates or guys who are bought out, vets who are bought out, they go to contending teams, right? And the Lakers right now, you know, they're not a contending team. You know, we all wish we were. We're all hoping, crossing our fingers, praying to God and doing everything right that we'll turn this thing around. But right now, you're 5 games under 500. You're sitting in the 9th seed. That's not very attractive for a buyout candidate to go to. Now, we are the Lakers. You know, it is LA. So you want to come live in LA for a couple months, play with LeBron, play with AD, et cetera, et cetera. But it's tough. So we have to, you know, have to wait and see what happens with the buyout market and see if we can compete and get some of these guys. Just right now, you know, again, 5 games under 500 is tough. It's going to be tough because it's limited amount of buyout guys, you know, and normally they choose contending teams. For instance, like Gordon Dragic, the Golden State Warriors, they're looking at him too, so they're interested in him. So if I'm him, am I going to go to LA or am I going to go to Golden State? You know, I think I'm going to go to Golden State, right? You know, because they're more of a contender. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Lakers missing playoffs and don't have a 1st or 2nd round pick. Yeah, I don't know, bro. We still got time. If the season started, if the postseason started right now, we're in the play-in tournament. And play-in tournament, you got LeBron James. We're gonna stay encouraged. here. You know, it's the Lakers channel, so we're going to stay encouraged over here and believe that we can turn this thing around and, sneak in there, get in there. All right. So, yeah, once again, Lakers fall to the Golden State Warriors, 117-115. We had an opportunity to win it there at the end. We found ourselves down by 3 points with 2.5 seconds left to go. LeBron throws up the 3 to tie the game. He misses it, but he gets fouled, goes to the foul line, has an opportunity to tie it with 3 free throws. He misses the first free throw. He chokes, misses the first free throw, and the rest is history from there, bro. So tough. Yeah. James Harden, we know. But that's what I'm saying. So the Lakers, we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait to the playoffs to see what we're made of, to see if we could turn this thing around, right? We're going to have to do it now. With this tough schedule, us having one of the toughest schedules, the toughest schedule remaining in the NBA, we got to earn ours now, So what are we going to do? Are we going to tell and say, oh, the fit? Oh, we had injuries earlier. Are we going to be the Lakers and step up to the plate and turn this thing around and do what we need to do? Still in the playoffs, we're still tough out. We're still tough out. No one wants to see us in the playoffs, man. No one wants to see us, even Golden State. You see what we did tonight, how tough we played them tonight, and we're still tough. I believe we're still tough out. 7-game series, it's still tough to beat us 4 games. So let's just get in there. But we're far away from that. I'm not even talking playoffs. We got to take it one game at a time. And we got to do what we can do. Let me give you some stats really fast. Stats for tonight's game. Anthony Davis, 35 minutes, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Absolutely horrible. Only 16 points against this Golden State team. Like we said earlier, they had Otto Porter guarding AD in the fourth quarter. And AD only scored, I think 2 free throws or like 1 basket or 1 field goal or whatever in the fourth quarter. So absolutely atrocious, unacceptable. Only 16 points. No Draymond Green, and still only 16 points. Russell Westbrook, 35 minutes, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He actually played a decent game tonight. You can't ask for much more. He didn't cost us the game. He wasn't turning the ball over. He wasn't missing shots. So what else can you ask for? Avery Bradley was also in the starting lineup tonight. 26 minutes, 8 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. I didn't want to see AB in the lineup tonight, but Steph Curry, he was the only one who could kind of stay in front of Steph Curry and lock him up. Steph Curry was just having his way with everyone else. So Avery Bradley, he earned his minutes tonight. Tough assignment. 26 minutes, and he held Steph Curry only had 24 points. So Golden State actually didn't shoot the ball well, the 3 ball. They didn't come out and drown us in threes. It wasn't that. The Lakers actually shot decent in threes, and Golden State kind of struggled until the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, everything started going in. Stanley Johnson, he was also in the starting lineup tonight, but he only played 16 minutes. 16 minutes, 4 points. 1 rebound, 1 assist. Obviously, he was in there for defensive purposes. He didn't really have that big of an impact. THT, 30 minutes. So THT actually showed up tonight. Now, this is a THT we've been all waiting to see. This is THT we need. 30 minutes, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Played some decent defense tonight. Again, this potent offense. Defense assignments were really, really tough tonight, and THT actually stepped up. So great game by THT. This is what we need from him the rest of the year. Again, he played 30 minutes to Stanley Johnson, 16 minutes. Austin Reeves off the bench, 23 minutes. Played a great game as well. We got help off the bench from THT. Austin Reeves, so 23 minutes, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. So Austin Reeves comes off the bench. Provides some hustle plays. He has some nice hustle plays in there, and he also chipped in with 13 points. So that is astounding right there. That's we can rock with that. Malik Monk, 20 minutes tonight off the bench, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. So Malik Monk, he wasn't that hot tonight. This was a night we really needed him to get hot, and be hot, against the Golden State Warriors team. We really, really, really could have used that. Again, he came off the bench. I would prefer him in the starting lineup, but obviously defensive purposes with Steph and Clay and all those cats over there, they decided to start Avery Bradley instead. So, but Malik Monk, he's a different guy when he's in the starting lineup. But 12 points off the bench, so he pitched in. Trevor Ariza, 16 minutes, 0 points, 4 rebounds, 0 assists, and that's it. It was a tight lineup tonight. We didn't go too deep. That's it. So there it is again. Malik Monk, 12 points off the bench. Austin Reeves, 13 points. THT, 17 points off the bench. So that was encouraging. And the big three, 360, 16 from AD, 26 from LeBron, and 19 from Russell Westbrook. Really fast talking about LeBron. A big shout out to LeBron James. Obviously, he choked there at the end, kind of cost us the game. But big shout out to LeBron. He actually became the NBA's all-time scoring leader for most points scored ever in the NBA when combining regular season and postseason. So it's not the big record he's after. He'll get that next year. But it is the most points scored, regular season, most points regular season. That's the record he's going after, Cap's record. But he did pass Cap tonight for the most points scored total when you factor in, when you combine regular season plus playoffs. So big shout out to him. Big shout out to LeBron. Salute to the king. I know it's tough to say that tonight because he cost us tonight, right? He missed those 3 free throws. So he scored all these points in his career, but couldn't make 3 free throws to tie the game tonight. But big shout out to LeBron. Here's the play he did it on. Sit back and enjoy this. Again, LeBron James becomes the NBA's all-time leading scorer, the most points ever scored in the NBA, in NBA history, for regular season and postseason combined. Here's the play he did it. Check this out.
And now LeBron hits a 3, and there it is. LeBron has 21 in the game, and he now stands alone. He has scored more points if you combine playoffs and regular season than any player in NBA history.
So there it is. LeBron scored more points than any player in NBA history when you combining the postseason plus regular season. So big shout out to LeBron James. And it's sweet because he did it in a Lakers uniform. So shout out to King James. Of course, he couldn't deliver that W tonight. Struggled in the fourth quarter, had a bad fourth quarter, 1 of 10 in the fourth quarter. After, playing an excellent game, 1 of 10 in the fourth quarter. And obviously he missed those 3 free throws at the end, which would have tied the game. So tough. Again, Lakers fall 117-115 to the Golden State Warriors. Fall 5 games under 500. Our record now sits at 26-31. Whew. Tough. So, but some good things to take away from the game. It was close. It wasn't a blowout. The last contender that we played, Milwaukee, they found themselves up by 30 points. Now the Lakers did try to dig themselves in a little hole. We found ourselves down by 15 points earlier in the first half. But we got back in there. We battled it out. It was a great team game. Like I said, I gave you the stats. Reeves came in, contributed off the bench. Monk, 12 points off the bench. Stanley Johnson defensively. THT off the bench gave us 17 points. So it was a team game. AD, he just didn't show up tonight on 16 points. So we got to figure it out. Lakers upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, we play the Utah Jazz back at the Crypt, Utah Jazz. So it doesn't get any easier. Like I said, we've said it many times tonight already. We have a tough schedule. So it does not get any easier here. So we got to win. We got to win games. And we have beaten Utah. We beat them a couple weeks ago. So that's encouraging. And that was without AD. I just got to believe we're going to come out fired up, back at the Crypt, back in front of the state, the crypto.com fans at the house. We got to take care of the house, now. We got to win games at home. I don't care who the opponent is. We have to win games at home. We got to protect our home court. We gotta win games at home. Period. Point blank. So I think we'll come out fired up. After playing a great game like this. We'll have some time off. That game isn't until Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. It's Wednesday, so we'll have some time off. So we have some time to get our minds right, get our bodies right. It's been a tough week, a tough stretch. The Lakers, I think we've lost. That's our third game in a row we lost. I know for sure. Yeah, we beat the Knicks, and then we lost to Milwaukee. Then we lost to Portland. Now we lost tonight. So that's 3 losses straight, three losses in a row. So then we had all that turmoil with the trade deadline. So we definitely need to use these nights off. We could use these nights off, get our minds right, get the bodies right, and get refocused. Because it's tough. It's tough. Now Wednesday's game against Utah, that will be our final game before the NBA All-Star game. So obviously LeBron James, he'll be representing us. Representing the Lakers. He's the only All-Star that's been named. Obviously, AD missed it, with all the games that he's missed. And Russ missed the All-Star game. First time, and wow. All-Star game is in Cleveland. So LeBron, he'll be the unofficial official host, right? Going back home to Cleveland. So that's what's on tap next. Utah Jazz. Man. Tough one. Let's see what we got. So Vogel, we got a quote from Vogel in his press conference. He says, a couple of plays go our way, and we're talking about a big win. Man, and that's been a Lakers season. A little injury here, injury there. Big three can't play together. Big three only played, this is the 18th game that they played together? 18th or 19th. Tough. Russell Westbrook, they got him on the screen. 19 points tonight, 7 of 13 from the field, 54%. He made his free throws, 4-4 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. So he responded well, right? Obviously, everyone wanted Russell gone. They wanted to trade him to Houston for John Wall. Pretty much the entire Lakers nation, they wanted that. So we wanted to see how he responded. And he responded tonight. He played very well. He hit a 3. I think he only shot 1 3 and he made it. So very encouraging. Let's hope he can continue. One thing I have always said here on the channel, if you're new here or if you're true here, I've been saying this. The thing about Russ is he does get better, the more the season goes on. The second half of the season, he does get better. So that's what we're hoping here, that it's the same thing. He's been that way his entire career, especially since he won the MVP. He's been that way every year. And the thing about Russ, his numbers aren't drastically different from now, this year, and last year. They're not crazy different, right? Obviously his assist rebounds come down a little bit. Well, you're sharing the court with AD and LeBron. AD's going to take away rebounds. LeBron's going to take away assists. But he's shooting around the same. We already know his 3-point, his 3-point shooting, it's non-existent, right? Shooting 30%, 29% or whatever. So let's hope that the Russ, from the past, seasons past, right, where he's gotten better as the season progressed. Let's hope that's the same thing here. It's always like the first half of the season. Man, Russ fell off a cliff. He's garbage. And then come after All-Star break, he turns it on, and he's the MVP candidate again. He's leading teams to the playoffs again. He did it last year in Washington. Remember, he got traded to Washington. Was playing very, very bad in Houston. Got traded to Washington, and started out slow there, and led them to the playoffs. Dragged them into the playoffs. Go back to OKC, same deal. So let's hope we get the same thing. If he plays like this is all we can ask for. We can't ask for much more. 19 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. 7 of 13 for 7 of 13 shooting. He made his free throws. So defensively, let's hope he can get a little better defensively. I'm not even worried about the points. We got enough scorers on this team. LeBron's going to give you 25 to 30 every single night, just automatic. Just him lacing up his shoes. It's an automatic 25 points from him, right? AD. Now, AD, I'm worried about the scoring with him. We need him to score the ball. Now, I know I'm talking bad. I'm talking down on AD tonight because offensively, he just didn't perform tonight. No Draymond there. He should have dominated tonight. They had Otto Porter Jr. guarding him, so he should have dominated tonight. But defensively, AD played very, very well. He had some blocks, and he affected a lot of shots, at the rim. So, kudos to him. But we need both. We need you to be a defensive MVP player, defensive MVP candidate, on a defensive. But we also need you to ball out and dominate offensively, right? We need both. You're supposed to be one of the best two-way players, not just defensive, but two-way. And we need you on a night like this. LeBron got us there. LeBron ran out of gas. He struggled in the fourth quarter, 1 of 10. Obviously missed that free throw at the end. That's when you need to take over. That's when you need to say, okay, I'm 28 years old. Pass the torch to me. LeBron is 37, year 19. So he got us here. Now let me close this thing out. Let me dominate. Klay Thompson had like a 20 point fourth quarter. AD, no reason why you shouldn't be able to do the same thing. Demand the ball and dominate. So, boy, he talks about it all the time in his post game pressers. He talks about it all the time. Now we need to see it. We got to see it. Because quite frankly, that's the only way that we're going to make the playoffs. That's the only way that we're going to make the play-in tournament. LeBron can't do it alone. And LeBron and Russ, no, we need all three of them, especially against a team like Golden State, one of the best teams in the league. Definitely a championship contender, a championship favorite. We needed everyone to step up, all three of them. And AD did it defensively, but offensively, we needed more from him. 16 points. Okay. So it wasn't horrible, right? But we needed more. And that's the only way we're going to climb out of this hole and get to where we need to get to. All right. Again, if you're checking us out, this is your first time here. Welcome. If you're watching a replay, appreciate you guys. If you're watching a replay, man, this is a tough one. But comment down below if you watched it, and comment down below how you feel about it. And comment down below also if we can turn this thing around, if we can get out of this. But boy, tough. Another quote from Vogel. Frank Vogel says, this loss is a tough loss, one to stomach, but added that he feels good about our guys. Response to where we were. He feels good about our guys, a better response to where we were a few days ago. So, he's saying all the right things, which is good because his pressers had they were kind of changing, right? His attitude and his disposition was kind of changing. They were getting more negative and more, and that's the one thing about Vogel. He's always upbeat. A perfect coach when it comes to addressing the media. He never throws anyone under the bus, but that was starting to change. He was throwing Russ under the bus and everything else. So it's good to see. He's in better spirits, and we just got to respond, man. We got to respond. We got to win. It's tough to get on here and do a show when it was so close like this. When it came down to what it came down to, and we lost the way we lost, because you don't want to be too negative. Because it was Golden State, and we competed, right? We competed, and that's all we asked for: compete. But when we're in the hole that we're in, again, it's tough because when we're in the hole that we're in, it's kind of tough to say just compete or say almost, or to be encouraged by it because we need wins. We're under 500 now, 5 games. We're on the wrong side of 500, so it's kind of tough, and we lost so many games that we should have won. Where we can't afford to lose anymore, man. We got to go on a run. We got to win. But we're going to stay positive and say, yeah, this was encouraging. Again, LeBron James broke the NBA points record, the most points scored in NBA history in the regular season and postseason. He passed Cap's record tonight. I got that play for you. Let me play it for you right here. He did it on this play. Check it out.
And now LeBron hits a three, and there it is. LeBron has 21 in the game, and he now stands alone. He has scored more points if you combine playoffs and regular season than any player in NBA history.
So, yeah, there it is. Salute to King James. And it's always better seeing him break these records and do these things, hit these milestones in the purple and gold. You do it in the purple and gold, it's a lot sweeter, a lot better. Cap did it in the purple and gold, and now here we are. LeBron's doing it in the purple and gold. So great to see. But shout out to LeBron. He did that, and he didn't have a good game. He didn't have a good game. 24 points, 15 rebounds. But at the end, the fourth quarter, he had a horrible fourth quarter. 1 of 10 from the field. Missed those 3 free throws. But still shout out to King James. For becoming scoring the most points in NBA history. All right. So once again, the Lakers fall. We're not gonna make it long tonight. The Lakers fall. Tough loss tonight. But we did go toe to toe with one of the best teams in the NBA, one of the contenders. Right. So that's encouraging. And we do it again on Wednesday. Next up is the Utah Jazz at the Crypt at Crypto.com Arena in LA. The final game before the All-Star break, where these guys can really, get their minds right and all that. So we got to get that one. We got to get that one Wednesday. We dropped this one. We know it's going to be tough. It was going to be tough. We had Milwaukee, we had Golden State, we had Utah. So we knew it was going to be tough. And obviously Milwaukee dominated us. They killed us, but we responded tonight. Went toe-to-toe, one of the better teams, one of the best teams in the league, arguably the best team in the league. Went toe-to-toe with them. And now on Utah, we got to get out this. We got to win. We got to win. Not a must win, but it's a must win. We got to get that one. We cannot fall 6 games under 500. We cannot lose 4 games in a row. We cannot do that. We don't have enough time to go on stretches like that. It got to be the opposite. So let's go. Let's go into the crypto. Go home. Let's get that W in. Let's go to the All-Star break and get our minds right and come back and go on a nice streak. All right. That's the plan. That's the plan. It's gonna be tough, but we got to do it. We got to do it again. That's Wednesday. Utah Jazz, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, the Lakers fall tonight, 117 to 115. Really fast, let me say this before we go. I know we all wanted moves. We all wanted trades at the deadline, right? Maybe this was the best thing possible for us not to make a move, because making a move would have required us giving up more than we wanted to give up. It would have required us giving up a pick. No one wanted to deal with us without giving up our first round pick. Now, obviously, Russell Westbrook experiment hasn't been good, right? It's just not working right now. We're hoping we're going to turn that thing around and salvage it best we can. But, in this summertime, by not, obviously the Lakers had that deal on the table with the Houston Rockets. We could have swapped Russ for John Wall, but Houston demanded, the only way they would do the deal was for our 2027 first round pick. The only first round pick that we have, the 2027 first round pick. They wasn't going to do the deal without that. And that made 0 sense to me. I'm glad they didn't do it just to do it. I'm glad they held their ground and they didn't do that deal. I didn't want to part ways with that pick for a couple of reasons. One, John Wall just isn't worth it, right? We already gave him a first to get Russ here, players plus the first. Now we're going to spend another first to get rid of him. So that's two first round picks lost in the whole Russell Westbrook experiment. No. So we couldn't do that. And then 2, this summer, it puts us in a good position to move Russ this summer. So now by keeping that pick, by not doing that deal, 1, Russell Westbrook's contract, it'll be an expiring contract. Now it's going to be a high expiring, $47 million. That's what we owe Russ next year. But it's going to be an expiring contract. Teams will take on expiring contracts. An expiring contract is not difficult to move, even if it is such a high salary, because what's going to happen, we're going to pay a team to take on that contract. So we're going to pay them our first round pick, in 2027, and we'll also have our 2029 first round pick. So now that's 2 first round picks we can attach to move Russ, and then if need be, THT, we can add him to the deal, whatever. We can probably get something good back with that, with a package of Russell Westbrook, THT, maybe Kendrick Nunn or whatever, and then 2027 and 2 first round picks, 2027 first round pick, 2029 first round pick. We can probably get something back. So that that's why that's another reason why I'm happy that we didn't do the move for Wall. Had we did that move for Wall, had we given that pick up, we would have got Wall. We wouldn't have been able to move Wall. Wall is the same. It's the same contract that Russ is on. So Wall's contract would be expiring as well next year. But if we would have traded him, we would have gave that pick. We couldn't move him because we wouldn't have anything to attach, to a team attach to a deal for a team to take him off our hands, So we would have been stuck with Wall pretty much. And so I'm glad we didn't do that move. It sets us up in the summer to do a bigger move, right? And bring someone else in here. And so let's see what happens. But I just wanted to touch on that. We did a live about that, the trade deadline special. If you guys didn't check that out, that's just my thoughts on that. And there was no move to be made that was going to really change things or turn things around, right? We weren't going to make a move or get someone in here who's going to turn things around. So it was best to just stay put as we did. And these guys get together, gel together. We'll see what we can do in the buyout market. Obviously, we're maxed out. Our roster is maxed out, but we have Kent Bazemore. We can release. We have DeAndre Jordan. We can release. We can release one or both of those guys to make room for the buyout market. So let's keep an eye on what's going on in the buyout market. We talked about it a little earlier. Gordon Dragic, he was traded to the San Antonio Spurs, and him and the Spurs, they're rumored to work on a buyout. They're going to buy him out, and the Lakers are interested in him. So that's another traditional point guard that we can look at and bring in here. So keep an eye on that. It's just other teams are also interested in him. And then also Dennis the Menace, Dennis Schroeder. The Lakers look like they have interest in Dennis Schroeder. They actually reached out to Boston at the trade deadline, and they wanted to look to possibly strike a deal, with Boston for him. But Boston wanted that pick. Again, everyone wanted our pick, right? They tried to take advantage of us. But Dennis Schroeder, he was obviously traded to Houston. It's rumored he's going to get bought out as well. And the Lakers may be interested. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. March 1st, that's a date to keep in mind. March 1st, that's when all guys have to be bought out. But normally it happens right after the All-Star break. So within the next week or two, you'll start seeing guys bought out, and then we'll see what happens. We'll see who get Tristan Thompson. That's another name. He was moved from Sacramento to Indiana in that Sabonis deal. So keep an eye out on him. That's a big man. I think that'll definitely help us out. He's an upgrade over DeAndre Jordan. Although we're not really playing big now, Dwight. I don't think Dwight saw the floor tonight. So I don't know. We'll see. But Tristan Thompson has a great relationship with LeBron, and LA ties and all that. So we'll see. All right. So I just wanted to run that by you guys real fast. We'll talk about that more as it progresses, buyout market, all that stuff. Once again, the Lakers fall tonight, 117 to 115 to the Golden State Warriors. We went toe to toe with them. And we come out a little, we come out on the other side. Not the result we wanted, but stay encouraged because we went toe to toe, and we played very, very well. Came down to some free throws. LeBron misses free throws. Rob, what's up, bro? What's up? We about to get out of here, but glad to see you. Glad to see you. I hope everything's good down your way, man. It was a tough one tonight. LeBron. LeBron ran out of gas in that fourth quarter, and we lost. All right, guys. So this has been a good one. Again, the Lakers' next game, they're in action on Wednesday against the Utah Jazz at the Crypt, right, at Crypto.com Arena. That's our final game before the All-Star break. The Lakers, we currently sit after tonight's loss. We sit 5 games under 500. 5 games on the wrong side of 500. No one expected this, right? 5 games under 500, 26-31. So we got a lot of work to do. So let's hope we can do that. Let's hope we can take care of business on Wednesday, bounce back, and come back after the All-Star break and do our thing. All right. Let's see. Really fast when we get out of here. You went on. Yeah, bro. I went on. It was a good game, bro. It was a good game. So I came on. I said I wasn't gonna do any more streams until we got to 500 or over 500. But it was a good one tonight. So we came on. Hey, tomorrow is a Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. So make sure you guys enjoy yourselves watching the game, wherever you watch it at. Have fun, man. Be safe. And yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Utah Jazz on Wednesday. You guys be blessed. Have a good one. Purple and gold till we die. Purple and gold we ride. We bleed purple. Our hearts beats gold. Our hearts beat gold. It's Lakers over everything again. Shout out to LeBron James. King James becomes the all-time leading scorer. You know, playoffs, regular season combined, he scored the most points by anyone ever to do it. So big shout out to King James. All right, you guys be blessed. Let's bounce back on Wednesday against the Utah Jazz. Peace out, guys. Enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow.